So, who is Terry D? I help you build healthy and sustainable relationships by equipping and empowering you to elevate your life and love through restoration and effective communication. I am your relationship coach, speaker, author, and entrepreneur. We are in a day that we lack so much love for ourselves, for others, for human beings. So I am here to help restore that. And how do we do that? We have to have effective communication. We have to know our love language. We have to know the love language of our spouse, of our boyfriend, of our friends, of our coworkers, of the next person. Just because we do not communicate the same way does not make you wrong and it does not make me wrong. But we have to find a common goal and we have to meet somewhere in the middle. But we also have to not listen to reply, but listen with our heart and not just with our ears, and being so eager to respond and not being so combative with our response. We have to learn effective communication. There needs to be a collective, collaborative effort of restoring some faith. And it's not going to happen overnight. If we think about when we're at work and there's so much tension, it's because we don't communicate. We get angry at others about things that we think they should know about us, but we've never communicated to them. We've never had that dialogue about what we want, what our expectations are. We set standards, but we're the only ones who know our standards. We automatically think if we walk into a room, a lot of us can walk into a room and command a certain sense of whatever it is. We have that je ne sais quoi, or we have that innate thing in us, but it doesn't make people automatically know what we want. We break down our relationships because we do not communicate in what we want. I'm sorry, ladies, he doesn't know what you want. And you know what, gentlemen? If we tell you what we want, I need you to listen. It's no different than wanting a raise on your job, because guess what? We're not just building personal love relationships. We're building healthy, sustainable relationships in the workplace. When we're entrepreneurs, we're building those dotted lines of resources to one another to make sure that we're not burning bridges. So we have to ensure that we are not combative, that we are not reactionary, because for every action there is a reaction. But sometimes it takes that deep breath, correct? And we have to step back, look at the other person. Sometimes it may take a moment for you to think about if it was you. I know things can get heated very fast, and then once we go there, there's like no turning back. So we have to ensure that we are in control of us, because even if the next person is not able to comply, we are only responsible for what we do. We're not responsible for the next person. So let's start to figure out how to build relationships, how to maintain relationships, and how to sustain that relationship. And guess what? Every relationship is not going to last a lifetime. I definitely believe in people coming to your life for a reason. So do not try and extend the season. Do what you were meant to do. Take the lesson, learn what it is that you were supposed to get out of it. Sometimes we don't learn it while we're in it, so we keep going because we're not figuring out what was the reason. But you typically don't get the reason or season until well after it's over, and then something else happens and automatically it triggers the thought of, that's what I learned. That was the lesson. That was the reason. And now that's no longer the season. And it was not a lifetime. But don't pass up your lifetime relationships because of your lack of communication. But remember, effective communication. Do not be reactionary. And just remember, when you're building relationships, never allow your love, never allow your joy to be